So just imagine this for a second. What if, all at once, everyone you know just quits that one app? Poof. The group chats go silent, the feed stops updating. You can almost feel that collective sigh of relief, right?
Okay, now flip that script. What if only you left? The picture changes completely, doesn't it? The parties still get planned, the jokes still get told, all those connections are still being made, they're just happening without you.
And this little thought experiment, it gets right to the heart of the problem. On one side, you've got this dream of collective freedom. But on the other, you have the very real individual social cost. That fear of missing out, it's not just a feeling, it's a genuine consequence of deciding to go it alone.
And this leads us to this huge paradox. So many of us are genuinely unhappy with these platforms. We complain about them, we resent the time they suck out of our day, and yet we keep using them every single day. Now, this isn't about a lack of willpower. No, it's actually a feature of the system itself. It's a kind of collective trap.
I mean, look at this. This chart just drives that paradox home, doesn't it? User dissatisfaction is through the roof, but so is daily active use. They're practically neck and neck. It just begs the question, how can something we dislike so much be so deeply woven into our lives? It feels like it shouldn't be possible, but hey, that's the reality for millions of us. So how in the world do we make sense of this? Well, let's try to break it down. Let's look at it like it's a game with a very specific and kinda sneaky set of rules. A game where your best move isn't really about what you want, but about what you expect everyone else to do.
Okay, so this grid basically lays out the logic of the whole thing. Look, if you both leave, awesome. That's the best outcome, freedom. But if you leave and they stay, that's the absolute worst outcome. You're completely isolated. And what if you both just stay? Well, it's tolerable. You're not exactly happy, but hey, at least you're not cut off from everyone.
So what do? You look around at your friends, your family, your coworkers, and you make a totally rational calculation. You expect them to stay, right? So to avoid that worst-case scenario, you choose to stay too. It's just logical. And here's the kicker. They're all doing the exact same thing. They're looking at you, expecting you to stay so they stay to avoid being left out in the cold. Everyone is making the logical choice based on what they think everyone else is going to do. What we're looking at here is a classic textbook example of something called a coordination failure. It's a situation where a better world is right there, totally within reach, but we can't get to it because nobody trusts anyone else to make the first move. We're all just waiting for someone else to go first, and because of that, we all stay stuck right where we are.
All right, so let's take this out of the theoretical and see how this trap gets reinforced in the real world. Because it's not just a game on a grid. It's a system held in place by these powerful social forces. You can think of them like invisible chains. You know, leaving isn't just about deleting a piece of software from your phone. It's a huge social decision. You're basically exiting a network where your friendships, your professional opportunities, maybe even parts of your identity are all tangled up. It means risking real social isolation, maybe becoming professionally irrelevant, and just constantly feeling like you're missing out on everything.
And this is where the whole thing becomes this powerful, self-reinforcing loop. It just gets stronger and stronger with every single person who stays. Because by continuing to use the app, even if you complain about it, you become part of the very infrastructure that makes it so valuable and so essential for everybody else. Your presence is what keeps your friends there, which in turn is what keeps you there. You're not just a user, you're a pillar holding the whole thing up.
Which, of course, brings us to the platforms themselves. They are perfectly designed to exploit this whole situation. I mean, in this game, the house almost always wins. And this is maybe the most important thing to get. The platform's goal isn't really to make you happy. It's just to make leaving more painful than staying. They don't have to be good. They just have to be essential. And they do this by creating these incredibly high switching costs. Just think about it for a sec. All those years you've spent building up a reputation and network of followers, a whole history of content, all of that is locked into that one platform. If you leave, you have to start from absolute zero somewhere else. You lose that entire investment. And this creates the real core of the trap. Every single person who joins doesn't just add value to the platform, they simultaneously make the world outside the platform a little less valuable for everyone else.
the more essential the platform becomes, the less viable life outside of it seems.
So, if we're all stuck in this self-reinforcing system, is there any way out? I mean, how do you even begin to break a loop that everyone is actively helping to maintain?
The truth is, a mass exodus all at once, it's probably not going to happen. But that doesn't mean we're powerless. The real solution lies in small, intentional acts. It's about consciously building other places to connect. Start a group chat on a different app with your closest friends. Make a rule that you organize your weekend plans over the phone. You're building a little parallel social systems that don't rely on the main platform. You don't have to escape all at once. You just have to create other doors.
And here's the final twist. This whole thing, it's not really just about social media. This is a fundamental pattern of human systems, and once you see it, I promise you are going to start noticing it everywhere.
I mean, think about a traffic jam where everyone takes the same fastest route, which, of course, makes it the slowest. Or this problem the philosopher David Hume talked about, where 1,000 neighbors can't agree to drain a shared meadow, even though it would make life better for all of them. It's the exact same logic, the same game, just playing out in a different context.
So in the end, the question really changes. It's not, why am I still here? The real question is, what game am I playing? Because once you can see the game and you understand its rules, that's the first and most important step toward changing how you play it.